The fact that you are now a socialist that believes in big government.
There's no inconsistency whatsoever in my position. I was asked a straightforward question. Will you implement SAP? And I said no. Nigerian people wouldn't have voted for me to implement the policy of the federal military government. We will implement the SDP policy. If NRC's business is to carry on SAP, that is their own party policy. That is the first thing. There's no inconsistency. I pointed out issues of budget deficit. I pointed out issues of oversupply of cash into circulation, which were reported by your candidate as being atrocious. These are the consequences of the implementation of SAP, which I said we will not implement. So this question about inconsistencies and so on, I don't know where you found it from. I supported the idea of SAP when it was introduced, because no country in the world will sell goods to Nigeria other than for current purchases, other than on a cash and carry basis. And that is the only way we could have survived as a nation at that time. See, there are so many ways of going about this thing. The question you have not really asked me what the alternatives are, but I will tell you. SAP, to the extent that it pumped out more money than the goods are available, is antisocial. It makes life difficult for those on small income. It makes life a nightmare for the poor. But it was not intended like that. Nobody told us that to be part of the maladies. And secondly, I've just told you that the introduction was sound. At the time it was done, I bagged it. There was no way we could buy when we owed for so many months. We didn't even know how much we owed for a long time. You see, the problem we have in this country is the problem of management. What type of managers are people who owe without knowing how much they owe? We had to appoint Chase, a foreign bank, to calculate how much money that we owed to foreigners, when the records are here in our central bank. Anyway, the truth of the matter is that there's no consistency at all. I would never be an advocate of import licensing. I challenged it several times. No, there are other ways of going about what we are doing. And those other ways, when the question that is specific to that is asked, we will say it. But see, it is already in our policy program, farewell to poverty. And that is a very highly considered view. In actual fact, we have just been told that the IMF themselves have said that the thing is a flop. So are you now going to be holier than the Pope? I mean, those who brought this policy said this, are damned as flop. And you are now